I don't care if your baby's 6 feet in the dirt. Leave me alone. God.
That seems a little bit extreme.
Me and my sister-in-law, Daisy, have been friends since high school, 15 years ago. Old. Just kidding. Just kidding. Why would you bust the casket door open to write this story? God.
1 foot in the grave.
Yeah, I'll put you 6 feet in the dirt.
Yeah, you're about to be there. Bury it with your baby.
I started dating her brother, Dan, when we were all in college.
Oh, wow.
Ooh.
Some cross-family pollination.
I see you. Daisy married her husband, Matt, sometime after I married Dan 10 years ago. So OP's not just best friends. Like, this is dating the brother, marrying the brother.
Super best friends.
Super best friends. Dun, 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 dun. Matt and Daisy wanted a baby and started trying right after they got married, but they were having a lot of trouble.
Wait, really quick. If you love your friends so much that you end up hooking up with their sibling, does that mean that you really just want to hook up with your friend?
They share the same DNA. Am I wrong?
Yeah. What
Am I wrong? What's the difference between them? They have the same DNA encoding.
There's no difference.
There's literally no difference.
Okay? I think you should just, swap through.
Gender is a construct.
It is. Just flip a coin.
There's
Choose
no
who you
difference
want each day.
There's no difference.
Weirdest
There's no difference.
threesome possible.
Take the step out of step 6.
Oh my God. Speaking of threesome, I had a threesome this weekend.
Matt. Sam continues on his raging tirade of fuck boy summer. Tune in tomorrow to see who he fucked. No, just kidding. We're not dropping names.
Yeah, we're not dropping names.
Yeah.
I'm not kissing and telling.
Yeah, you're fucking intelligent. That's big difference. Big difference.
All right, let's keep going.
Let's keep going. Are you sure? I mean, this is a great topic. We could spend a little more time if you want.
Maybe we'll unpack it at the end of the episode.
Okay, sure. Matt and Daisy wanted a baby and started trying right after marriage, but they were having a lot of trouble. I am talking multiple failed IVFs, multiple late-term miscarriages.
Shit.
One of which was a stillbirth. Oh.
Ooh.
God, those poor people.
Damn, that's a lot of
heartache. This struggle went on for 7 years.
Oh, fuck. That's a big struggle.
Kids for 7 years. I have helped her immensely through everything, financially and emotionally. Matt, her husband, is unsympathetic sometimes. He behaves as if it's a bad batch of cookies.
What does that mean?
Matt, a baby ain't a cookie, okay?
I mean, they're both buns in the oven. Cookies in the oven.
I love how every single time like someone in a random store does something crazy, Sam's like, but let's hear them out. Let's play it out just for a second over here. Let's do a little devil's advocate.
Hey, cookies need time in the oven to rise and develop. Children need time in the womb, a human oven.
Mm-hmm. They're both sweet.
To develop, both sweet.
They both love sugar, I'm sure.
Yeah. They both are fairly moldable, right? Like if you have a soft, like all right, both right out of the womb, soft spots, right?
Yeah, you can
with a cookie, you can just like poke and it has a dimple. Yeah. Same with a baby skull. Boop.
You can make the baby's head in the shape of a cookie.
Yes, you could.
That's what you wanted to do.
There's like whole like societies that like wrap the baby head, so you have cone heads. You can have a baby cone head.
Argument well played, Samuel.
See, cookies and babies are the same.
We now understand the other perspective. And Matt will immediately try to guilt her into trying again. Like right after they go through it, he'll just another round.
He's like, this batch of cookies is good enough.
It's going to take a little more time than cookies cooling to get it back on. Okay, Matt? Jesus. So it's always up to me and Dan.
And when he says like to try again, are they just mean are they trying like another set of IVF or they're just like banging?
I think
again?
the whole thing.
Okay.
Because it's like, I mean, I imagine if they have multiple rounds, like it seems like she probably can't have it without.
Don't you need like some time to like emotionally recover though?
Well, that's what
even
one
when you're
think.
Baking cookies, like you gotta leave some time between batches.
Let's play out the scenario here. You've just not birthed your ex-child after 7 years. Why not get back into it, As Andrew Tate would say, stamina. Stamina. As Andrew Tate would say, Women are simply baby deposit machines.
And John and I have pledged an oath to start living by Andrew Tate.
I mean,
you know, Andrew Tate is more searched than Donald Trump, Kim Kardashian, and Joe Biden. Guys,
we've done this. This is our societies. We have done this to ourselves. Like,
that's insane, dude.
That's what it is.
That's insane. Andrew Tate everywhere, man.
Everywhere.
Oh, at least on like the male side.
Yeah. Females.
Yeah. No,
you got your true crime.
No.
Honestly,
no girls know about Andrew Tate.
What we really need to do is create a true time documentary about Andrew Tate. Then he will be the most searched person on planet Earth.
I want a female Andrew Tate, and then I want them to meet up and have a baby together. But there's like 7 years of it not actually commencing. And then Andrew Tate's like, hey, cookies. And then he does a whole podcast episode about how babies are just like cookies.
Men are worthless. All men are worth is their balls. If I could just have a ball sack, why would I need a man? Okay.
Dude, female Andrew Tate.
Honestly.
There we go. I see it, dude. I see it.
You know, you're just a ball sack. I look at a man. It's just a ball sack to me. It's just a ball sack.
I don't need you to have a baby.
Yeah. Like,
I can do it all myself.
Feelings? Your balls. Balls don't have feelings.
I want the female Andrew Tate. That's what I feel like
desperately want.
Well, because like I feel like it would be nice because then at least like
let's have some balance.
Yeah,
let's have some fucking balance in the universe.
Yeah,
for God's sake.
We don't need to birth like a bunch of new incels. You know?
God,
we already have too many.
The rising incel generation is enough steam on their own.
Much, bro. And Andrew Tate's like giving them even more.
Mm-hmm. It's not good. So. It was always up to me and my husband, Dan, to take care of her after these ordeals. Despite many talks from me and Dan, she remained married to him and kept trying again and again and again.
Shit.
Yikes.
Hey, at a certain point, you got to realize I'm just not good at baking cookies.
It's not.
Maybe I'm not up for the profession of baker.
I need to close my bakery down.
Yeah, the bakery needs to close.
Start knitting. Or something.
Knitting, maybe underwater basket weaving.
Yeah, something like that.
Or maybe, or like, okay, like I'm a really bad baker, but maybe I can take my money and invest in a bakery. I'm not the one making the actual cookies.
Exactly.
But I'm caring for the cookies.
Buy a baker,
Yeah, buy a baker.
And then I'll care for the cookies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's options.
There's options.
We have had many offers to leave the state/country for a better job, but didn't because we were scared to leave her alone. So OP and her husband are getting these like great job offers.
Basically.
They're not trapped per se, but they're
kind of
foregoing their own stuff to help care for her.
Yeah, they feel trapped a little bit.
Man, 3 years ago, I got pregnant. We broke the news gently to Daisy one day. She got real quiet and then asked us to leave. Later, she sent me an email saying she doesn't want to see me or Dan anymore and that it is all just too much. We tried to console her, but it didn't work, so we gave her space. Man, that's
rough. It's like
I don't know what to do, like because it's not like
it's like when you've wanted a batch of cookies for so long and you're super hungry. And you just haven't been able to figure out the recipe. Then first try, your sister creates that batch of cookies.
Perfect cookies.
And you're like, hey, look at these cookies. They're so warm. They smell so good. But you can't eat any.
I think that metaphor perfectly illustrates the emotional distress.
I think so.
I think it's a
one-to-one comparison.
It's a perfect example, guys. There's no other emotional complexities happening here. This is cookies.
No. This is
the
simple
end.
As cookies.
Okay, it's that simple.
I would like to compare everything. I would like to compare every single situation now to cookies. Inflation. You got too much sugar.
Pull it out a little bit. We need some vegan cookie action going on. You know what I mean? Some date-based cookies. It's
you gotta infuse your cookie with some diversity.
Some new ingredients.
Yeah,
exactly. It's everything is a cookie.
Everything's a cookie.
Coming to a podcast near you where we describe everything but as a cookie.
Yeah. That'd be a great baking show.
That really would. 2 weeks before I was supposed to give birth, Dan passed away in an accident.
Wait, Dan as in the husband of the sister?
OP's husband.
Oh, OP's husband?
OP's husband passes away in an accident.
That's like when you have two bakers.
No. That's like when you have two ovens and one of them stops working. So you have to pull it out of the bakery and wait a few years before you start looking at new ovens. That's exactly what that is.
No, this is really sad.
Yes, that is.
This is really sad.
God.
This is really sad.
I don't have any family except for Dan and Daisy. And Daisy refused to attend the funeral because she will have to see me. That seems
just because she's having a baby.
That seems a bit extreme.
Yeah,
I mean,
come on.
I get not wanting to be around her constantly, but the funeral,
but also like it's
brother?
your sister.
That was her brother who passed away.
Wait.
OP's husband died.
OP's husband died. The husband is related
to her best friend Daisy. So Daisy's the one that kept trying to have a baby, didn't work. But OP
OP is not related to Daisy.
No, just sister-in-law. Sister-in-law.
Okay,
Yeah.
right. But also, she didn't come to her own brother's funeral.
Exactly. That's my
ridiculous.
point. Is like,
also, are you vaccinated for monkeypox?
Is there a vaccination for it?
Yeah, but it's like I think you can only get it if you're gay.
Actually, wow, bro.
James, my friend got it.
Society is really a piece of work, guys.
I need to get some monkeypox. Vaccine, not the vaccine.
I need to get monkeypox.
Done.
Pause.
My mom just texted me and said, LA is a monkeypox hotspot. She said, please keep your pecker firmly protected from monkeypox.
What are you trying to say, Mom? Please keep your pecker. Oh, goodness gracious. No clapping cheeks for you, mister. The day before the funeral, I called her and begged her to come. I didn't think that I would be able to get through that without her. She hung up on me and didn't attend the service.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I don't know. That's
all because
a bit extreme.
OP's having a baby.
Yeah. I mean, I definitely understand not wanting to, like, if she saw her every day, that could get wearing, but your brother died.
Yeah.
Like,
come on. Like, be supportive.
Soon after that, I gave birth and I decided to move to another state. I cut off all contact with Daisy and started fresh. Now, me and my daughter are very happy and we are enjoying a comfortable life.
Wow.
So I'm very glad that it worked out for OP. Like, it seems, she probably took one of those good job offers.
Yeah.
And
it's like one of your bakers dies, you're worried about the cookies being okay. They come out of the oven, still good, still edible. You ship them off to another state. They get maybe a couple Whole Foods over there. Think like life is good. I'm
literally so lost in the cookie matrix right now. There's no way. There's no
way out.
There's no way
out of the cookie matrix.
Now, Daisy did attempt to contact me once I moved away, but I ignored her. 2 weeks ago, she called from an unknown number and said she desperately wanted to talk to me. Turns out she finally did get pregnant and had a baby boy who passed away 5 days after being born in the NICU. Jesus Christ. Matt is also leaving her and screwed her over because of the prenup. Oh my God.
Dude.
This is
terrible.
Beyond insanity. She's basically broke and homeless days after losing a child. I just said, okay. And then she asked, are you really not going to say anything? You're really not going to help? I pretty much said, I don't care about you. I don't care about your life. I don't care about Matt. I don't care that your baby passed away. Just leave me and my daughter alone, and then hung up.
Wow.
My God.
That's intense.
Since then, she has been sending me multiple emails and voicemails stating how awful I am and how heartless I am and how much Dan would be disappointed. I continue to just ignore everything. So am I the a-hole?
Yeah. I mean, in some way, like it's like, you're doing an eye for an eye, right?
Exactly.
Right
like they're both the a-hole.
Yeah. Like you're both kind of being, everyone's an a-hole here. Like she just went through something horrific.
Yeah.
Right. And you were going through something really hard. She wasn't there for you. And so you don't necessarily owe her anything, but like, if you were going to be the best version of yourself,
I can't imagine leaving her completely just like, like that.
That's your husband's sister.
Yeah. And like they were friends even before she met her husband.
Yeah.
So
exactly.
It's like,
that seems a little cruel.
It seems cruel. And then, but Daisy definitely was the a-hole for not supporting, not going to that was, that's an insane ordeal to go through, but not supporting your sister whose husband just died and going to your own and not going to your own brother's funeral. Like, I don't know, man. I think everybody sucks.
Yeah. I think everyone sucks here. Yeah.
There it is.
Am I the a-hole for refusing to let my brother see my son after what he said at my husband's funeral?
I'm going to go out on a limb and say absolutely you're the a-hole, and I'm not going to have any additional context.
No context. No context. He
the story's over.
And now I'm like, what would you guess that the brother told OP?
I think, well, it's the OP's son, right? Or what he told OP.
So OP's brother said something at the husband's funeral.
Right. I think he said, guys, I just got to let you know I'm packing.
So sorry for your loss.
I'm packing the biggest sausage in the room. So any grieving widows, holler at your boy. I think that's what he said. That's my guess. A big hunk of meat.
Forget wedding crashers, funeral crashers, baby. That's where you pick up the greatest chicks.
They're grieving.
They're emotionally vulnerable.
So emotionally vulnerable.
Slip in. Oh my God. Bad. All right. My late husband. What was he late for?
Living. I am going to cancel myself, guys. Don't worry. I'll take care of it for you.
My late husband passed away from a car accident when I was 4 months pregnant. Fuck.
Stop. Rewind.
All right. This is serious, guys.
Serious.
My late husband passed away from a car accident when I was 4 months pregnant. It's been difficult without him, but my family did so much to support me. I moved in with them a month after. At the funeral, my older brother asked me for a minute to talk, then asked me if I really wanted to go through with my pregnancy. Sheesh. I was shocked when I heard this, but even more shocked when he suggested that I make the right decision, not an emotional decision, and reconsider having my son.
What is wrong with this guy?
Wow.
What the fuck is wrong with this person?
Wow. He gave me so many reasons why, including the fact how single widowed mom are considered too much of baggage for so many men to date. Bro, are you trying to like date your sister?
Oh my God.
So that's what it sounds like. You sound gross. I lost it and kicked him out. That was the last time we saw each other. Bro, like who says that? That's one, creepy, but two, not true.
And also like, it's still an insane thing to say, but at a funeral, dog, like
there's a time and a place, like no time, no place.
Oh yeah.
My son is now 3 weeks old. The whole family met him and were happy to welcome him, which that's what family should do. My parents asked if I could let my brother come and meet my son even for a few hours, but I refused. But they said I was making a mistake robbing my son of a future loving relationship with his uncle. They asked that I don't let my emotions dictate a decision that might have a lasting impact. But I still said no. I mean, I think she's warranted.
I would bring the uncle around, but then just like totally troll him and be like, okay, so see this guy,
he wanted to kill you.
Evil motherfucker. He said, yeah, he wanted you to die. Yay. I'd be like,
dude, I mean, like, definitely a fuck up on this the brother's part, but like I don't know if she should hold it against him forever,
probably not.
I think he should apologize for sure. Though
he needs before he sees him, it's like, I need you to apologize to me
for what you said. Yeah.
100%.
My extended family got involved and started pushing me, especially after my brother started insisting, saying my husband was a dear friend of his and what I'm doing right now would make my husband upset if he saw it. Am I being bitter and selfish? I feel like a little bit bitter. I mean, it is like, I mean, you could do whatever you want. You don't have to. It's your kid and it's your life. But, and like what he said was completely unacceptable. But if he apologizes and,
if he truly apologizes,
that's one moment of just saying something. It's not like his actions had any like lasting repercussions except like the emotional damage.
I need him to know that he was wrong.
Yeah.
And it's like you should never be in anyone's business like that.
Yeah. Yeah. Like it's so weird too to say. So weird.
I feel terminally ill, but my a-hole boss illegally forced me to work. So I got revenge and did something completely unexpected.
Expect the unexpected from OP.
Yeah. Right. When I was in my early 20s, I worked at a supermarket. I should note that I was a pretty reliable employee. I was never late. In fact, I often got in early and rarely ever called in sick.
Sounds like an excellent employee.
Yeah. A great employee.
What you want?
You're hired.
Yeah. Come work for us.
Yeah, seriously. At the time this happened, I had not called in sick for 9 months.
I think that's
9
a
months.
long time. That's a
that's
whole ass baby.
That's a whole ass baby
That's a
right there.
baby. A human baby.
Well, pregnancy, I guess. A baby can be forever. I want to be forever young.
Yeah, well, I think babies stop being babies at 2.
I had been up all night swinging between burning hot and freezing cold. So I was obviously feverish.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
sounds feverish to me.
Yeah,
pretty clear.
I'm no doctor, but you are sick.
You are sick. And I had been throwing up at both ends, we shall say.
Oh no.
Oh,
That is doesn't paint a pretty picture.
No,
No,
it doesn't.
I'll say
Unless
that.
you want to paint in brown.
And green. The whole color spectrum. At one point at about 2 a.m., I was on the toilet, head in sink, utterly miserable. Now I must have passed out because the next thing I knew, I was lifting my head off the sink and it was 7 a.m. She went from 2 a.m. to 7 a.m.
Oh my God.
Just
That's a lot of throwing
exploding
up.
at both ends.
damn.
Dude, you can't do anything in this state.
Now, I was due at work at 12 that day,
Oh,
but
no.
obviously that was not going to
Yeah,
happen.
there's no way.
Not a chance.
So I called the manager. Let's call this manager Steve.
Oh, Steve.
I hate Steve.
Yeah.
Just kidding. We love you, Steve.
Yeah, no, I definitely hate you.
John always doubles down.
I always double down. Always double down. That's the
It's
policy.
like people are getting mad at us for ragging on the UK and like making fun of British people.
Mm.
And they're like, why do you hate British people so much on this podcast? And John's like, because they fucking suck.
That's why they asked a question. I gave them an answer. So back to our manager, Steve. Steve was known for being a real a-hole. Just
Figure it out.
Stop.
Yeah.
Just breathing. He never believed anyone who called in sick except his best buds. Usually other managers, never us lowly plebeian staff members.
Why don't you got respect for the staff, Steve?
Have some respect from the staff.
Put some
Yeah, come on,
respect on the
Steve.
staff.
But here's the thing, boys. Steve often called in sick himself. This hypocritical bastard.
Steve is an anus.
Ugh.
Yeah.
A gaping anus.
Gaping. Just
Steve.
like the everything bagel. And a lot of the time, we knew it was because he was hungover and not actually sick.
Yeah.
Oh, so an alcoholic hypocrite.
Yeah. Just adding to the list, Steve. So this was the conversation from the phone call as follows.
Let's hear it, John.
Me. Hey, Steve. Sorry. I can't come in. I'm sick. Steve. With what? Me. I don't know. It might be the flu. I've been up all night sick and I have a really bad fever. Steve. Don't be stupid. If you had the flu, you'd be completely knocked out. I need you. Come in or you're fired. Me. I can't. I just told you. I can't stop vomiting and I passed out. Steve. Growling angrily.
That was good.
Yeah, I believe you.
Either come in or bring a doctor's note or you're fired.
She is a terrible boss.
Dude, like the absolute worst. And honestly, Sam, I'm so glad we could quit our jobs to start this podcast.
Yeah, no more terrible bosses.
Exactly. In the UK, you're legally allowed to self-certify for 5 days. So that means you're allowed to basically report in sick without a doctor's note or anything, which is good.
Pretty
Thank you,
reasonable.
UK, for healthcare.
Thank you, Harry Potter.
Harry, you're a wizard.
Ari, you have health care. Now, this means you can tell your employer you're sick and you don't need a doctor's note. And if you're sick for more than 5 days, then you do need a note. It's also illegal to demand a doctor's note during the self-certified period of 5 days.
Oh, let's lock Steve up. Steve's going to
Mhm.
jail.
You're committing illegal activities, Steve, and we're not liking it over
No,
here.
we're not.
Okay.
That's
Bitch.
right. Now, I knew this, but I was terrified. This was during the recession, and I couldn't afford to lose my job. So
During the recession, you mean right now? Ayo.
Ayo.
Impending financial doom.
Not
That's right.
good.
So I got myself dressed. I almost passed out trying to do so. And then I trudged over to the doctor's office, some 25-minute walk away. And she walked. God.
Yeah,
for
they don't
half
have
an
cars
hour.
in the UK.
Sick.
Man.
That's crazy. Say again?
They don't have cars in the UK.
Yeah.
That's true.
Facts. They only take the cab or the trolley.
The
the trolley.
horse and buggy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
horses.
right. We ain't got no horses or broomsticks. Sorry.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah, only broomsticks.
Yeah.
So we can't teleport.
Can't you stick a twig between my legs and just go here and fro? Now, I ended up sitting in the doctor's office for a little over an hour, which for a walk-in was actually pretty good. I get in to see the doctor, and she is furious at me for coming in.
Like, how dare you be sick and come in for help?
Tell your organs to stop now. Slight side note, when I was in high school, we had a drumline instructor whose like favorite catchphrases, his catchphrases were like incorrect or that's not good enough. So we used to have a joke where if you were sick,
That's his catchphrase?
that was his catchphrase.
What
yeah,
a
'cause
what a
he-
positive
just seems
guy.
he
like
said-
he's
he
like-
actually was amazing, but he just
Oh.
didn't tolerate any mediocrity.
Yeah.
So we had a joke where we basically like anytime someone's sick, you would tell your body incorrect and you would force yourself to start killing the virus inside you.
Yeah.
Oh, good
Yeah,
time.
if only he was around for Corona.
You know,
Yeah.
we could use you, John Lavera.
Come on, man.
Come back. The doctor said you're not supposed to come to the doctors when you have the cold or the flu. And of course, I knew I should be able to self-certify. She told me that, saying that I shouldn't be here.
Because basically, it's like the doctor's worried about getting everyone else sick.
Exactly.
This is what I think is going on here too.
Yeah.
Case
I
closed.
Thank you.
Concur.
Thank you for confirming,
Case
Jack.
closed.
We
Concur.
really needed that.
Yeah.
We figured it out.
I then explained what happened with Steve and how he had threatened to fire me over this, and I couldn't afford to lose my job because I was struggling as it is. My doctor turned her anger towards my manager, Steve.
Hell yeah, doctor's on our side now.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
right. You pissed off the wrong doctor today, Steve.
Yes, Steve.
hate him.
Today's prescription, you're fired. She asked if I got sick pay from the company, to which I responded, yes. Oh, he wants a sick note, does he? The doctor says, okay, I'll give him a sick note.
Ooh, it's getting spicy.
Now my manager wanted a note confirming I was sick, but instead my doctor wrote something along the lines of this. OP has come to the surgery because Steve has insisted she come in spite of the fact that it is illegal and all employees are allowed to self-certify. Due to being forced to make this unnecessary and highly dangerous trip when the patient is ill, has a fever of 39 degrees Celsius, and almost passed out in the waiting room.
39 degrees is like 100.
Yeah.
That is bad.
Bro.
Hot.
I am signing my name, doctor's name, off for 2 full weeks to recover. Had OP been allowed to self-certify, as is the law, they might have only needed a few days. But due to straining themselves, they now require full 2 weeks to recover. They are not to be permitted to work until 2 weeks from now.
Woo!
Ayo.
Man, dude, this doctor is the GOAT, greatest of all time.
The doctor said she would have signed me off longer, but this was the longest she could do without requiring further evidence. So basically, instead of just being off for a few days, I was now signed off for a full 2 weeks, which I'd be paid for.
Well, yeah, get that money. Get that money.
Take that, Steve. Oh!
Yeah, Steve.
Woo.
Yeah, you like that, don't
In
you?
your
Ballin'.
face,
Yeah?
Steve.
You like that? Take
Oh,
those
take
stripper
those
ones.
dollars.
Strip for me, Steve.
You mess with the wrong sick person, Steve.
That's right.
Hey, you asshole. Show me your asshole.
yeah.
Let's put a thermometer in that rectum.
God damn.
Temperature off the charts, asshole.
Got
Now, I went to my place of work, at which point one of the duty managers saw me and asked what the heck I was doing there. Go home. I was obviously very unwell. I explained what happened, and they agreed to help me go downstairs to Steve's office. So
yeah. Infect Steve with the flu.
That's right. So then we walk inside.
Bum, bum, bum.
I thought you were the one. So I walked in the office and I handed Steve the note.
The note. Yeah. Not the bank note, but a sick note.
Sick note. I'm rich, bitch. He looked worried and tried to say, "Oh, I wasn't being serious about firing you." Well, gee, when you angrily growled it down the phone, it sure sounded like it, Steve.
Yeah, Steve.
Yeah, Steve. Now you're going back on your word, you little scaredy cat.
Little Puss in
spooky
Boots.
bitch.
Yeah, a little
Oh my
scared.
gosh.
Yeah.
Now, the duty manager declared that they were going to drive me home. It was clear Steve wanted to argue, but had the sense to know that he shouldn't.
Losing battles, Steve.
That's right, Steve. Shut your trap.
Yeah.
Shut your fucking trap.
That's right.
Yeah.
We
And
hate
also,
you.
if your name is Steve, defend yourself in the comments by saying, I am Steve and I'm not an asshole.
That's right.
Yeah.
I will respond to every single Steve in these comments. And yes, if you're asking, I will be doubling down. I still hate you, but I want to argue with you about why I hate you. So please comment below.
John lives for the hate.
I
comment.
live for the hate. After the duty manager drove me home, they made sure I was okay, and then went back to work where they informed our union rep of what happened.
Oh no.
Getting in trouble.
Laying down the law.
Steve had a disciplinary hearing.
Oh. Get fucked, Steve.
That's
Steve.
right. Steve's going down.
Discipliner becomes the discipline.
That's right. The principal's in office, and you're not getting a pink slip this time, Steve.
Yeah, the only thing you're getting is pink eye.
That's
you're touching
right.
assholes.
Just rubbing your finger all up in there, taking
Yeah.
your temperature because now you're sick because OP infected you. I tried to keep it going.
I know.
I was like, what loose thread do we
I know
have
way more
left?
than you
Pull
guys
it,
do.
pull it
Just
all.
pull it all. So at Steve's disciplinary hearing, he was given a severe reprimand
Yeah.
and a warning.
Amazing.
Warning's
Okay.
a little late.
A little light for our boy
Little-
Steve.
I think
light.
he deserves a spanking.
He really should be sentenced to death, but that's just one man's opinion.
Every Steve must die.
That's correct. Steve tried to argue that he never said I'd be fired and I was lying and just decided to go to the doctor of my own free will. Gee,
Okay.
really? But the duty manager said that they heard him admit to it when he said to me that he really didn't mean
Shout
it.
out to-
Now, I felt better after a few days and I enjoyed my 2 weeks off. Fully paid, mind you.
As
Let's
you should.
go.
Hell
As you
yeah.
should.
Getting them
Good
freaking dollar
cash.
bills, Steve.
Get
paid.
Yeah, we're not done hating on you, Steve. Take these dollars in the face. Now, Steve was forced to work overtime because we were short staffed.
Fuck you, Steve.
In your face. So, thanks to the doctor's note, instead of being off for a few days, I ended up getting a nice 2-week paid vacation, and Steve was given a final warning, all because he insisted I get a stupid, silly doctor's note.
That's what you fucking get, Steve.
Yeah, Steve. How about you stop trying to make people's lives hard and just
Yeah.
respect the fact that maybe they were shitting and puking at the same time all night.
Yeah.
And maybe that's not the best to have around it.
It's not great. Yeah.
Maybe change your name.
Steve.
Yeah, just dig a grave, get in it, and never come back. That's all we're asking. It's very
We ask that of
simple.
every Steve.
It's very simple. So, boys, what do we think? Is OP in the wrong here? Did she just abuse the system?
No, dude.
Or-
I mean, the doctor kind of forced it on her, really. But it was a good thing.
Yeah.
Like, I think she needed to teach Steve a lesson.
I think Steve got what he deserved. Just because you're in a management position doesn't mean you have the right to be an asshole,
Exactly.
Steve.
Yeah, Steve.
We should treat people and literally legally required to get 5 days
what's
off.
wrong
Get,
with
get
you,
5
man?
days
You
off.
above the law?
Yeah. Well, I think that's a podcast.
Today I effed up by finding my boyfriend's spank bank.
Cha-ching, baby.
Let's deposit into that bank.
Ooh.
Want to get that federal credit union, you know?
I'll have 10 spanks, please.
Ooh, thank you, spanker. Spank me, spanker.
Hopefully I get a good interest rate on it.
Hopefully it's under lock and key because I'm naughty.
One thing about this spank bank, it is not FDIC insured. We're going all the way unprotected. Unprotected spank bank.
You've heard about a bear and bull market, but can you bear when I bull into your insides?
Balls. All right, guys, we did it.
Who did it? I, 33 female, wondered if my boyfriend, 41 male, had a spank bank. And so you know what I did? I asked him. Point blank spank.
I spanked it out of
I
him.
spanked it out of him. Do you have it? Do you have it? He told me he did.
Uh-oh.
When I asked if he kept nudes from his exes, he said yes. We got into an argument about it because I think that's weird. He said he doesn't know a guy who doesn't do it. While that might be true, which it is not, I still thought it was weird. I asked him why he had them and if it was because he wanted to remember the good times or something, and he didn't answer. I asked him if he used them recently, and he said, not since we moved into our new place. which was within the last 3 months. So somewhat recently.
Oh.
I told him I didn't care if he did his deeds to porn, but to nudes of exes was a different story because it was much more personal. I told him I appreciated how honest he was with me, even though I had my opinions. It was ultimately his business. Very open-minded, OP.
Pretty fair, honestly.
I mean, I don't know. I feel like there's something a little scummy about beating it to your exes.
Beating your meat to your spank bank exes, then
How would the exes feel about that?
probably not great.
Maybe OP's boyfriend's like, hey, this is tribute to them. Tribute to all my hot mamas.
It's the spank bank is like in Hey
Shrine.
Arnold, like the shrine.
Yeah.
You know?
Just to be clear, I do not think that is what the exes would think of this. Do not think they would take it well. Fast forward a few weeks later. It had been eating me up inside. I've always been curious, and he's always been so closed off about sex, so I decided to freaking snoop.
Oh, yeah.
Now, before you come for me, I know this is an invasion of privacy. Yes, I know it's fucked up, and I know I will need to break things off with him, but hear me out because it's doomed anyway, and I'm breaking things off.
Invade those spanks.
I know my way around technology and used to use that knowledge to get access to things that I shouldn't have access to. Take that how you want. I ended up finding his spank bank and then some.
Uh-oh.
I found out that he had a folder dedicated to a familiar name. It's a common name, but I dismissed it and kept going. But turns out it was an old boss who really screwed me months ago on a job promotion.
Oh my God.
He had a whole folder just for her. I had no idea he hooked up with her, let alone they seemed to have like some whole kind of relationship. On top of that, there were so many files from other women in separate folders, including my own pics and videos.
At least she's in there.
Yeah, at least she's in there. At least you got to mention, dude. I've been thinking about this for a few hours now. I can't tell what I'm more surprised about. Hooking up with my ex-boss and not telling me about it, or that he led me to believe this entire time we've been together that he's an inexperienced, nerdy guy who never got dates or women, when in actuality, he's a stone cold player and gets many women, and it's the exact opposite. I also want to add that he has a type: blonde hair, blue eyes, big tits. And I am brown woman, jet black hair, fat ass, and mediocre tits. I'm not his type, guys. I feel like he's settling for me. I feel like I never knew who he really was. I am shocked that he effed my ex-boss. It's going to be weird living out the rest of this lease after we break up. Yikes.
But OP, it sounds like I'm your type. So, spank my bank if you catch my drift.
OP's husband will be very into you, John.
Oh, dude, OP's
blonde
husband.
hair, blue eyes.
Just, bro, I'm his.
Hey, put him in. Put him in the spank bank.
Put me in. Spank me in, boy.
Spank me in.
My fiance got blazed with our dog, so I'm canceling the wedding and kicking her out of my life.
Like Scoob, we gotta get blazed. Raggy.
Honestly, Scooby and Shaggy were literally
dude, the biggest stoners of all time.
Blaze, they're constantly hungry.
They live in a hippie van. There's smoke coming out of some of the hippie van, like when they leave. Like they know what they're doing, dude. They know. And they're stereotyping hippies. You know what? I would like to say from the bottom of my heart, let's stop stereotyping hippies.
Yeah, that's right.
Hippies are not always hungry. They're not always trying to blaze at 420. Sometimes they're just trying to spread a little love and peace.
Sometimes people in a suit want to just rip a fat doobie.
Exactly.
What's wrong with that?
Vice versa, dude. Nothing.
Canceled.
It's legalized.
That's right.
Here.
It's very professional.
If you go to the girl in Russia got 10 years for bringing a little pod of weed.
Literally.
Yeah.
A pod.
Yeah, that's fucking crazy, dude.
Progression.
Yeah, Putin. Why don't you get blazed?
What are you doing?
Like, Putin. I
if
think
he got,
dude, the whole Ukraine-Russia conflict would be solved if Putin would just smoke a blunt.
1,000%. Send Lil Wayne.
Hashtag Putin smoke a blunt.
That's right. So
Lil Wayne.
No, Snoop Dogg.
Snoop Dogg.
Correction.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure Lil Wayne lights up.
He
too.
does a share, but Snoop is on a completely different
I feel like
stratosphere.
Snoop is just, okay, well, but let's get to the story.
Me, 28 male, and my fiance, 27 female, have been together for 4 years and engaged for 6 months. So nothing can go wrong. Basically.
Nothing can go wrong. 4 years. I feel like 4 year to a 6 month engagement. That is like the right timeline.
Very solid.
Yeah,
very solid.
So far, this Reddit story coming out like a little
going great.
Beautiful cake. Oh.
I also have a 7-year-old lab mix who is the greatest dog in existence.
Raggy.
Raggy? On Saturday, Fiance had a bachelorette party at home. I stayed with
Is that where you have the bachelorette party? I feel like it's like usually like Vegas or Miami.
Yeah, just, getting
And just at home.
freaking male stripper dongs just waving around your face.
You don't
Just-
want male stripper dongs in your house, you know?
Some-
if you're
some
going to have
stripper
male
sausages.
stripper dongs in your wife's face, have it be outside the home,
Exactly.
you know? You don't want
Hopefully.
you don't want them knowing where she lives.
Oh, God.
You know, doing helicopters like it's like fucking Nam flashbacks. Like,
We are not lifting off today, officer.
No, we aren't. No, we aren't.
I stayed with my parents, but I left the dog with her because she likes having the dog there. However, I made sure to tell her to put the dog in our bedroom once the party gets going.
Dude, it sounds like this dog is a gremlin. You know, it's like, hey, make sure you don't feed it after midnight. Keep the dog in the bedroom.
It sounds like something's about to go wrong here.
Yeah, it sounds like he knows that his wife is like irresponsible or something.
Yeah.
And he's like, please, for the love of God, do not let it out.
Put the dog in. We need the dog in their own like sphere of safety.
Yeah.
So 5 a.m. on Sunday. So 5 a.m. on Sunday, I get a frantic call that something has gone drastically wrong with the dog.
Why? He had one rule. He had one rule.
One simple
But
rule.
people can't follow one rule. You know, like in every movie, there's like one rule, and then the entire plot of the movie is because they didn't follow that one rule. Like,
So
just don't
simple.
feed the gremlins after midnight, and everything will be fine. Or it's like, oh, they're hungry. Let's just give it a little
Could have
food.
been easy. Run away from the evil man in the horror movie. But no,
Exactly.
you want to investigate.
Why are you always
Like
investigating?
a true crime
Just
podcaster.
leave, bro. You don't need to know what happens, because if you find out what happens, what really happens is you die. You are murdered.
Dunzo.
Yeah, run away. That's our advice.
That's our advice.
From two strong, strapping young men. You know, fight. What was it? Fight, flight, and freeze. Choose flight.
Fight or flight.
Yeah, fight or flight. There's five. There's actually a third one. Fight,
Fight, flight, or freeze. I don't know this newfangled.
Freeze is like what deer do. Like some people, like when they get scared, like, Anyway, back to the story.
Back to the story. So I'm gonna read this. 5 a.m. on Sunday, I get a frantic call that something's wrong with the dog. The dog is drunk.
Damn, bro.
Mm-hmm. Hey, why can't the
it's a
dog get a little?
bachelorette party, man.
You know, a little sip. You know what I mean?
Hey, if the dogs can't get fucking swat, then what we doing?
Come
That's
on.
so well, dude.
Let him do it.
Yeah.
So-
Dogs in the house, baby.
Oh, wait. Wait. Oh, no. Yeah. It was, okay. It was a dog. I was like, wait, it is that right? Yes. Okay. It is.
At least
the
it
dog is
wasn't
drunk.
like.
The dog
At
is
least it
drunk.
wasn't like, hey, like I got super drunk last night with your dog and we hooked up. There's a jar of peanut butter.
I'm marrying
There
the
was some
dog
rosé.
now.
Yeah,
Mhm. I put that
I
peanut
get
butter somewhere
cuckolded by-
special.
I get cuckolded by my dog. That's a story.
That's an even better Reddit story.
Um,
So I told my fiance to get a taxi and go to the emergency vet clinic. When I got there, she looked like she hadn't stopped crying for hours and she couldn't even speak. 2 of her friends were there, so they told me that the dog was alive, but not doing very well.
I mean, it's just how much alcohol did this
You
dog
know-
drink? And also, like, wouldn't the dog be like, this doesn't taste good? like, is this dog that much of an alcoholic that it's like fucking finishing a whole tequila bottle?
It's just the dog just wants to celebrate. Like, why can't the dog have
just
a
wants to
little
be
fun?
included?
Dogs
Yeah.
just want to have fun. Come on,
Bro, this
Let him
dog
have
is trying to
it.
like punch above its weight. This dog is like me in college. It's like I'm gonna
Literally.
just keep drinking with everyone else, even though I had never drunk before. And
Exactly.
Then, you know, next day I'm throwing up in the freaking bushes.
It's like when you celebrate turning 21 with 21 shots. They had the dog drinking as many shots as it was in dog years.
That see,
Dog
yeah,
years.
the conversion
50
is what
shots. Yeah.
dog year shots, bro. That's how you fucking die.
Two of her friends were there. So I felt sorry for her for an entire 10 minutes while waiting for the doctor. So it sounds like we got some more tea yet to be spilt.
Man has no empathy. 10 minutes.
Seriously. I'll give you 10 minutes of feeling bad for it. Then I'll rip it
to shreds. Like my dog ripped into that fucking bottle of tequila.
But then the doctor told me my dog ingested large amounts of alcohol and chocolate edibles.
Huh.
Bro, that's a triple whammy right there.
I know, but like now I'm thinking like it probably wasn't the alcohol that fucked up the dog. It was just the chocolate. It's not even the weed that effed up the dog. Literally the only mess up was the chocolate.
Basically, this dog is high, drunk, and poisoned. That's basically where we're at right now.
Sounds like a classic bachelorette party, baby.
Yeah.
If you're not coming high, drunk, and poisoned, then you didn't live it up on the town.
That would be like the fiance like going to a girl's like, all right, 1 shot of tequila, 1 hit of the blunt, and 1 tab of cyanide. Let's go.
Yeah, because like
chocolate is literally like poisonous
cyanide.
or something for them. So
damn, this dog is fucking having like this is like the Hangover, but
the worst dog hangover.
It's like Air Bud Hangover edition.
That's amazing. I would so watch that movie. Oh my gosh.
There's like Air Bud blows his her Air Bud sucks. There's some Air Bud, there's like Air Bud sucks in his last doobie or something. Like what? There's something with air and smoking.
Air Bud puff passed away.
There we go. That's it.
Oh God.
Yo, Dolly 2. Can you make us that movie poster?
Please. This next line is great. The girls apparently thought it would be totally cool and absolutely chill to just leave out all the edibles on the short coffee tables so the dog could wander around instead of putting him in the bedroom.
Yeah, totally cool.
Totally
Absolutely
chill, bro. Like maybe just let
420 chill.
Let the dog just get a little blazed. What's wrong with that?
I honestly don't think there's anything wrong with it. All right.
There's CBD for animals.
Wait. I actually don't think there's anything wrong with your dog getting high. All right. Every 4th of July, we fucking make sure our dog is blazed out of his mind.
Really?
Yeah.
With like dog nip or something?
Yeah. Well, no, with like dog weed.
Dogweed, exactly.
Yeah, dogweed. And like, cause like, dude, otherwise our dog is freaking because of the fireworks.
Because of the fireworks.
Yeah, it like just
But would you
out.
give the dog human marijuana plants with chocolate?
Not with chocolate.
Not with chocolate.
To be decided.
One distinction.
If I should give dog.
Yeah, TBD
with that THC. Am I right?
So then they got wasted and they did not notice when the dog was going to town on the booze and edibles. Dang, this dog is ready to party.
Dude, this dog's trying to be included.
Like the dog knows it's a celebration.
Yeah.
Trying to get it on the fun.
It's like everyone else is freaking drunk and high out of their mind. Why not this dog? But just this is yet another reason that you don't throw a bachelorette party in your home. Go to Vegas.
Exactly.
And then bring the dog to the strip club.
Save those stripper sausages for the strip clubs.
Yeah.
Not your bedroom. Good God. Or your living room. Even more.
Oh my God.
Even worse. When we got home, I told my fiance to pack and get out of the house and my life.
Wow.
That's right.
That feels like a little bit of it feels like overdoing it.
Out of my life.
Damn. John always doubles down. No, there's never a moment where John's like, no, let's be reasonable. John is like, let's double down. Not only should she be out of my life, I'm going to file a lawsuit right now and I'm going to make sure she gets locked in prison forever for fucking up my dog.
We're tripling down. I'm pulling up silently. What do you got to say? She's like, what do you mean? You had a chance. I told you. You had one thing to do. You had one thing to do. Now Rover's getting put down, so I need to put you down.
The equalizer. Wow.
Yeah. I told her and her guests to leave and that the wedding is off.
Wait, the guests are here during this whole thing?
He's literally like kicking out his wife of their house, their life, and telling everyone, wedding's off. It's over. It's all over.
I feel like this guy's just looking for an excuse to get out.
That's a great observation.
Like, that seems like I mean, yeah, your dog's important, right?
Yeah.
Of course. But like, if like your dog's the dog's not dead.
Yeah.
It's okay. Like the dog's going to be okay. Maybe. Right.
Even if the dog died, it's like, it's more of a conversation than like a instant reaction.
I feel like the dog dying makes it like I would understand the emotional reaction.
Right. Even if it's not justified, it's like that.
Yeah.
In the moment, the reflex.
But if the dog didn't die and it's going to be okay.
Well, I think it's like still in the hospital.
Okay. So we're not sure. We're not sure.
The life is on the line.
And the relationship is on the line.
Yeah. She was shocked. My fiance was shocked, but took her things and got the F out of there.
Damn, bro. OP is like mad.
Yes. 2 hours later, I got bombarded by messages on Messenger, WhatsApp by her sister's brother, brother's wife, her mom, and her friends. The whole gang.
The whole gang is after OP.
Telling me that I am insane to do this to her after 4 years of our relationship.
Hey, but 4 years of that relationship ain't going to bring my dog back if it's
listen,
dead.
Poochie. I got Poochie for 7.
Yeah. Dude,
what are you going to do?
Yeah.
What are you going to do?
Sorry. Poochie over Coochie. That's what I always say.
Yeah. Poochie over Coochie, baby. They started off defending her, but quickly it turned into insulting me.
Well, what's your best?
Taking Poochie over Coochie, I see. Wow.
What's your best insult?
My best insult?
Yeah.
What do you say? Like, hey, dickweed. Hey, you fucking dummy. Why are you choosing the dog over my sister, bro?
Yeah,
you fucking dummy. What kind of
Are you
idiot?
trying to F your dog over effing my sister?
Yeah, that's right. Someone likes that Poochie a little too much, am I right? Stick with my
what are you doing with that jar of peanut butter all alone in your house now, huh?
Stick with my sister's Coochie, and that's that. End of discussion. There you go. That's my best insult.
All right, I think I
nailed it, right?
Great older brother.
Yeah, great. The logical thing for me to do was look for comfort in my friends and family. Nope.
That's not logical.
They all effing agree. My mom said, well, it was a mistake. She didn't do it on purpose. Besides, the dog didn't die.
The dog didn't die.
So now we know the dog didn't die.
Yeah. And she didn't do it on purpose.
Opie's next line is great. Lucky me, eh? Oh, my dog didn't effing die. It's all okay. Which is kind of true.
I mean, it is true. It's all okay. All right, but how many times a day do you almost die? Like, so there's so many times you could almost die.
There's many opportunities.
Yeah.
You know, getting in the car, crossing the street.
Yeah. I don't know. I think if you don't die, then it's okay.
My sister was appalled that I canceled the wedding over that itsy weetsy thing.
Dog death.
And even my best man said I might have overreacted.
Canceled. Take him out of the front group. He ain't your best man no more.
My dog's my best man now. If he ain't got
you and your dog's back, he's fucking done. Make the dog your best man.
That's right. Yes, our relationship has had ups and downs, but it's mostly worked out fine. But I am so disgusted at my fiance that I can't even imagine looking her in the eye, let alone disgusted.
Dude, it's not like she cheated on you with the dog. Like she acts. Well, I guess we don't know. We don't know.
Hey, listen. Hey, what happens when you're high stays when you're high. You know what I mean?
Happens in the bachelorette party while high and drunk stays in the bachelorette party while high and drunk.
Things happen. That's all I'm saying.
Things happen. Dude, bachelorette parties are a cesspool for cheating.
Yes.
It's so bad.
They are.
If we've read any Reddit stories, we've realized that bachelorette party, nothing good happens in bachelorette parties. Either you get cheated on or your dog dies.
Particularly
these are the only two options.
Mexico or Las Vegas or anything like that. It's
Miami.
literally a guarantee.
Yeah.
Miami, any of those places. It's you're a goner. I am so disgusted at my fiance. I can't even imagine looking her in the eye, let alone spending my entire life with her.
Damn.
She isn't effing 17. She's 27.
That's a 10-year
For
difference.
God's sakes. Jeez. By the way, this is not the first dumb thing that she's done.
She's
done more than one dumb thing, Sam.
Yeah.
More than one.
Opie's never done a dumb thing in his life.
That's right.
Opie's dumb ticker is at 0.
Nada. She likes to text while driving. Idiot. And she
Can't
always
believe
leaves stuff on the electric stove, like kitchen towels, the cutting board, etc.
Oh my God. Especially when she's cooking meals for me.
Even though she's turned on the wrong burner and burnt whatever was on the burner several times in the past, and similar dangerous things.
Damn, man's calling out.
Wow.
Like he's throwing
he's
whole.
really laying it
He's
down.
mad. He's mad, bro. I wouldn't want to be married to this guy.
Dude, absolutely not. Absolutely not. It's not something that I hold against her in the sense that I would even mention it in a fight.
Bro, what are you talking about? It is.
You
This is the
literally
reason you're
are.
like, no, this is not the first time.
You
He's
literally
definitely
are.
holding it against her. If anyone has ever held against anything, it's this guy. This
Yes.
guy this guy could bench 300 pounds with how much he's holding against her.
My wife left a cloth on the burner and it burnt, so I'm divorcing her.
Divorce.
I'm using it as
instantly.
evidence in divorce court.
Yeah.
But I would be lying if I said I wasn't worried that she might end up unaliving herself or someone else. For example, my dog. What are you talking
Dude,
about?
this guy is. Well, I don't.
You're psychotic.
This guy
You
is-
are a maniac.
I don't understand this man.
I am 99% sure I will stand by my decision, but am I really the a-hole? Like, literally nobody's on my side and I have no idea what to think.
Yes, you are the a-hole, but like it just sounds like you don't love this girl, man. Like if you're choosing your dog almost dying over this girl, like it's probably not the right relationship for you.
Your priorities are completely misaligned.
Yeah.
Like, literally all over the place. You need to sit and think, okay, I get you love your dog, but it's your dog over your potential fiance and you just instantly cancel the wedding and the dog is still alive.
Bro, it's because this is not the right relationship, man. Like, dude, you need to find someone. Find someone you love more than your dog.
I think it's just him. I think he will do this in any relationship.
You think so?
I'm completely speculating, of course, but that's my take. That's my take.
Well, then he deserves to be alone with his dog.
Have fun dying alone, OP. See ya. Am I the a-hole for leaving our vacation after I found out that my hubby booked first class for himself, but put me in economy like a pig?
You are a pig. Hey, pigs
Economy.
belong in economy, baby.
That's right. Get back in your pig pen.
Hey, have you ever been in first class?
I have been in first class.
Okay.
I will admit it.
Why?
I will admit
Why
it.
were you in first class?
My dad bought that one. I've
Ooh.
never purchased first class for myself.
Okay.
Hell
Yeah.
fucking nah.
I had a ex-girlfriend, rich ex-girlfriend,
Ooh.
purchased my first class ticket.
How was it? What airline?
Dude, champagne. Oh, it was to Fiji.
Champagne?
Yeah, we got
How old were you?
champagne, bro. I was like 18.
That is incredible.
Yeah, it was so sick. I
Shout.
got so drunk on that plane.
Hey, let's go. So, my husband and I are in our 30s, and we haven't been on a trip out of the country for years.
Mm.
While he goes every year with his best friend.
All right. Red flag. Already here. You're not treating your wife, but you're treating your bud. What are you really doing on that plane? What are you really doing first class? Giving each other handies
Or
over the seats?
Or we take it all the way, and it's like, why not just you're taking one trip, you're abandoning your wife once a year. Why don't you just completely abandon your wife? Why
Yeah.
doesn't he commit to
Dude,
it?
move to another country. Find like an Italian wife.
Change your name.
Change your name. Get a job making spaghetti.
Dimitri Pellegrino.
Hey, I make this spaghetti and I fill my meat sack into this Italian meat cave.
I love the meat.
Why does he just do that?
Why not? Now, his reasons for
not doing that.
For not doing that. No. His reasons for going on the trip with his buddy is because they want to go attend sporting events like real
Sports.
men. This year, my husband told me that I could go with him and his best friend since they were visiting a new destination.
How is it? What is the stipulation? Like, hey, since we're going somewhere new and not just like the old place that we always go to watch sports, I guess you can tag along now.
You know, typically we would do sports so your estrogen-filled vagina just
couldn't handle it.
Can't go. But now we have a new destination that could potentially your vagina might be able to handle.
Able to handle. You know what I think?
Barely.
I think the places that they were going, like they went to the same place every year because they had mistresses over there.
Bingo.
That's it. That's the real reason.
I like that theory.
And then something fell through with the mistresses, so they had to change locations completely.
I guess I'll bring my old vagina.
My wizard sleeve.
He paid for my ticket and everything else since I'm a stay-at-home mom and I have no job, and the kids were left with his mom. That would make sense.
Okay. So, but she was happy with the ticket that she got initially.
Well, we don't know what tickets
she
are
doesn't
what.
know.
Yeah.
Okay.
She
She's just like,
has
okay.
a ticket.
A
you know
ticket.
what I mean?
Right.
However, when I found out that he booked first class for himself and his friend while I got economy. Whoa.
Bro.
For his friend.
That's so rude.
You fucking idiot. I just could not hold my tongue. I confronted him about it and he refused to discuss it. When the argument got heated, he yelled, "I paid for your ticket for F's sake. Isn't that enough?"
Yeah, but dude, like, I mean, she's taking care of the kids.
Bro, you gotta get it. It's a rule. You have to get the same. First of all, you got to get the same like class or whatever as your wife. Second of all, you got to get the seats next to each other. You fucking idiot.
You know what he should have done? Like, let's say he's short on money, give up the seat, or let the friend fucking sit in economy.
Literally put the friend put him in the back. Put him in the luggage.
Yeah, dude. Have him like hold on to the wheels, dude. Like, what? I mean, all right, but OP's husband, it might be a terrible husband, but fucking great friend though.
Oh my God, the greatest friend of all time. Yeah, honestly, yeah. Give me the first class ticket. I want to go somewhere. Treat me to a good time. And he kept going on about how I should stop acting like I was royalty.
Bro, this guy is a dick. What does that mean?
You're the one that booked first class for yourself, you fucking idiot. Then I need to stop acting like royalty. And then if I come to think about it, even economy is fine for me since I technically don't work anyways.
Wow.
Bro, this guy is digging himself deeper in the grave.
Yikes, dude.
God, even I know not to say something stupid that.
That's so shitty too.
Oh my God.
Well, like, it's very misogynistic and also like just devaluing the work that a mother does.
It's like, oh, all you do is like raise our children.
Yeah,
like,
just like the next generation.
Yeah, it's like no big deal. Like you can take this shit seat, right? I mean, you're not just doing nothing anyways.
You're taking care of shit sacks. You can take care of this shit seat.
Care for a shit sack? Sit on a shit sack. What's the difference?
By the way, John and I lovingly refer to children as shit sacks now.
We really need to create a vocabulary for all the words sausage cave.
Oh yeah,
nut
vagina.
juice is a classic. We need to bring that one back. After he said that, I cried because of what he said, but decided not to go altogether
because he's an asshole.
Because he's a big butthole,
big booty hole.
He's a shit sack.
Yeah, bro.
He changed his tone and started begging me to go with like he had planned, but I declined.
Dude, honestly, good for OP.
Yeah,
like,
stand up for yourself.
Stand up for yourself. They're like, don't take this shit sack.
Exactly. I went to go pick up the kids from my mom's house and came back 3 hours later, huffing and puffing about what had happened. His friend sent me a text calling me entitled.
Bro, you're the one sitting in first class. You're the entitled one.
Yeah, how about you be the humble person you are and give up your first class seat? That's
how
what
you pay your own way.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, I can't believe the husband's paying for his friend, bro.
Literally. And his friend also said, and this is the reason why he didn't want my husband to take me with them, and I just proved his point.
Wow, this friend's a shitbag as well.
I did not respond, but I blocked him since he's gotten increasingly rude over the past few months.
Yeah.
Jeez. He, my husband, said I kept crying about being excluded. And this is what happens when he finally decides to include me.
Oh my God, this husband is a piece of shit.
Dude. I finally give you what you want, and now you're just all angry. It was so stupid.
There's no pleasing you, bro.
God. Am I the a-hole for not sitting in economy? By the way, he's perfectly capable of financing the whole trip, and I'm assuming that means 3 first-class tickets.
Yeah. I don't think she's the a-hole. I mean, like, it's just such an asshole move to get your friend a first-class ticket and not your wife. Like, if they all sat economy, it would have been fine, right?
Mm-hmm.
But if he's having him and his friend
That's
in first class and his
me.
wife not, like your wife should take priority, bro.
Literally, like it would still be terrible if it was like he was in first class and then the friend and her were back there. But it's like doubly worse that the friend has the first class ticket and she doesn't.
It's like a total like F you to her. Like, hey, my friend is more important than you.
Also, like it sounds like he doesn't enjoy spending time with his own wife.
Yeah, there's just like there's so many red flags here, dude. So many red flags.
Why would you marry someone if you don't want to do that?
Divorce
Makes no sense.
Am I the a-hole for deleting my friend's wedding photos in front of him?
You know, I say, why stop there?
I say smash his cake too.
Can we not light the venue on fire? I mean, I'm just spitballing ideas here.
I say light the bride on fire. Hey, you
Dress,
got a lot of
highly
kindling.
flammable.
Highly flammable.
Highly flammable.
Hairspray, highly flammable.
You know,
light everything on fire.
I think, the spirit of committing to things, it's not talked about enough these days.
No. If you're really trying to ruin something, go all the way.
Go all the way.
Don't just like trip someone, just like pummel them into the ground.
Exactly.
Imprison them.
Go
Chop
in
off their
kidnap them, go in a plane 30,000 feet in the air, and then
drop
them out
into a pile of sharpened sticks.
That's all I'm saying.
That's all I'm saying. Hey, we're trying to be reasonable here.
Yeah, we're trying to be reasonable. Like, yeah.
Okay. I'm not really a photographer. I'm a dog groomer. I take lots of photos of dogs all day to put on my Facebook and Instagram. It's my thing, in quotes.
Oh, yeah.
If that makes sense. A cut and a photo with every appointment. I very seldom shoot things other than dogs, even if I have a nice setup.
Cool. I think he likes taking pictures of pets a little too much.
Too much.
Okay? What are you hiding? You want little Roscoe to lick somewhere else, huh? Don't you?
A friend of mine got married a few days ago and wanting to save some money, asked if I'd shoot for them. I told him it's not really my forte, but he convinced me by saying he didn't care if they were perfect. They were just on a shoestring budget, and I agreed to shoot for $250, which is nothing for a 10-hour event. Just true.
It's a dog, a bride. Like just point the camera, bro.
Hey,
like
we dogs, right?
Yeah,
we dogs. Woof, woof, do it. This is my bitch over here.
Yeah. This is my bitch.
Oh my God.
Andrew Tate taught me that.
On the day of, I'm driving around following the bride as she goes from appointment to appointment before the ceremony, taking photos along the way. I shoot the ceremony itself, and during reception, I'm shooting speeches and people mingling. I started around 11 a.m. and was due to finish around 7:30 p.m. Around 5 p.m., food is being served, and I was told I cannot stop to eat because I am the photographer. And in fact, they didn't even save me a spot at the table.
Of course, I'm paying you a menial amount. You must do whatever I say.
You are my slave.
You must work for 24 hours.
That's so long.
In 110 degrees, and that's it. You're not allowed to drop dead. It's not allowed.
I'm getting tired, and at this point, kind of regretting doing this for next to nothing. It's also unbelievably hot. The venue is in an old veterans legion, and it's like 110 degrees Fahrenheit, and there's no AC. I don't know.
What is veterans legion?
What is this venue,
bro? Y'all need to upgrade from like a shoestring to at least like the shoe tongue or something. Because like, what is this place?
Yeah, I mean, just like do it in like
go to the park,
forest.
Yeah, the forest, something like that.
Better hang some fairy lights. I told the groom I need to take off 20 minutes to get something to eat and drink. There's no open bar or anything. I can't even get water, and my 2 water bottles are long empty.
What do you think? You deserve water?
Yeah, you think you need food to continue?
You idiot.
With the heat, being hungry, being generally annoyed at the circumstances, I ask, he tells me I need to either be the photographer or leave without pay.
Yeah, that's right. How dare you ask for water?
Dude, and there's only like 2 hours left in the wedding. It's at 5.
Like, what are you photographing at this point? The ceremony's done. You're
Everything's
photographing
done.
people stuffing their faces and like chilling in their chairs.
Yeah.
All
Jesus.
sweaty.
With the heat, being hungry, and being generally annoyed at the circumstances, I asked if he was sure, and he said yes. So I deleted all the photos I took in front of him and took off saying I'm not his photographer anymore. Mic drop, baby.
Dude, that is like
That's savage.
that justice is worth $250.
That
like,
it is. That it is.
Perfect.
If I was to be paid $250, honestly, at that point, I would have paid $250 just for a glass of cold water and somewhere to sit for 5 minutes. So, was I the a-hole? They went right on their honeymoon and they've been all off social media, but a lot of people have been posting on their wall asking about the photos with 0 responses.
That is honestly, it's perfect because like, who are you to make the person so, like already they've put in a like Herculean level of effort to get you your photos, like not eating or drinking for the
And just asking for 20 minutes off?
20 minutes and a glass of water?
Come on.
It's fucking ridiculous.
Ridiculous. The photographer needs a little something.
Or here's another guy, David Goggins, okay? David Goggins would take photographs until his intestines slipped out of his butthole.
Until his toes were nothing but stubs.
So I think that
they want you to be the David Goggins of photographers.
I think you are the a-hole.
Who's gonna carry the boats and the logs?
That's right.
Have you seen that? Quote? Well, he says that. Editors find that.
Do it.
Today I effed up by grabbing my coworker's boob twice.
You know, maybe once you get a pass.
But you got to get a squeeze for each titty.
Twice. It's like, what are you doing? Just like, oh, you know, I was just walking on the way to my desk and I stripped over my aglet and oh gosh,
aglet.
I had to break my fall.
Aglet, bro. That's
aglet.
Yeah, that's a deep cut for shoes.
That's a shoe tip, shoelace,
shoe titty
tip.
Shoe titty tip.
Okay.
So at first I was trying to hand something to her.
Sure,
hey,
you were.
your hand on her boob?
Yep.
I wasn't looking, so I was just standing there holding this thing with one hand for her to grab it while I was busy doing something else with the other hand. Masturbating, probably.
Yeah, literally.
She wasn't grabbing it, so I decided to extend my arm in case she hadn't noticed me giving it to her by now. When I realized that she was facing towards me when I extended my arm, I totally pushed her boob with the back of my hand. And boy, it felt so good. No, I'm just kidding. He did that. It was so awkward. I was frozen. And all I could do was, sorry, and get the fuck out of there ASAP. Then later, I was ready to go home. And I just had that image in my head all day. Just kidding to say that. Ready to go home. So I was saying goodbye to my boss while walking backwards. Man is just not looking where he's going.
Goodbye. See ya. I was going backwards.
As I was waving my left hand, I was reaching the door handle with my right hand. Without realizing, she was standing right behind me, so I accidentally grabbed her boob once again.
Oh.
Either OP is just actually intentionally grabbing this girl's boob, or this girl is like following OP and she's like, whoa, like this titty,
like the hand and the titties are attracting magnets. Just
dude, they're meant for each other. Maybe you guys should date.
That's clearly the conclusion of this story.
This is
obviously.
What happened. At this point, I'm just dead inside. She's staring at me and I have no idea what to say or do. I'm pretty sure she thinks I'm a creep or a sexual predator and I'm just so embarrassed. I mean, you did touch her boob twice in a row, dude. And this ain't some anime shit where it's like, you know, like it's like, You know?
No,
No,
none of that.
Yeah.
This
is a
is
workplace.
straight hand to titty touching in a workplace. You filthy monster.
There's an edit.
Oh no.
Some people here got even madder than her. She knows it was an accident and she isn't even mad. It's just awkward and I feel bad. Does she though?
I think you are the biggest piece of crap I've ever learned about in my entire life, and I want you to dive into a not just a hole,
A
but
pit of
like
despair.
you know what is that spelunking where they go in those really deep caves? I want you to
Underwater spelunking.
I'm gonna push you into
the cave.
a 400-foot spelunk into the water until you drown.
Dude, underwater spelunking is like low key freaking scary, bro. Imagine like, all right, it's like already going into caves. You have a chance of getting stuck and dying, but now it's like let's make sure there's a time limit on this. So if you get stuck, you're just running out of air.
If I'm ever under 40,000 pounds of rocks, I'm not going to be surrounded by water. I'm going to be surrounded by sweet oxygen.
I thought you were going to say, like, if I'm going to be surrounded by 40,000 pounds of rocks, it better be freaking diamonds and diamond studded rollies, baby.
You know me, just
trying to be a dragon over here.
Dripping like a mop.
On my horde.
Ooh.
There is another update.
Oh, my goodness.
We talked today and everything is fine. She said she wasn't mad at all. She said she wasn't mad at all.
Oh. I love how you can just read anything and it means a completely different thing.
She was not mad in the slightest. She's like, ooh,
dear.
Takes my hand, go, hey, is this an accident too? Is this an accident? This is like the dream afterwards, man.
Yeah,
Man's having a
literally.
wet dream after touching all those titties. Well, PSA, maybe look where you're going, maybe.
You know, try that on for size.
Yeah. And if it doesn't work, grab a titty.
There you go.
So Jezebel,
Yes.
if that is your real name,
Yeah.
Totally
probably
is.
isn't. Jezebel,
Except it
dirty,
is.
dirty liar. That's
is.
already your first sin. Jezebel
liar.
has
Racking
freaking
them
sinned
up.
already.
Oh my
God
Real-
damn,
okay.
Jezebel, you're built for this show.
God damn.
Oh,
That's- Yeah.
Hey,
Wow, that's your sin right
we
there.
were officiated by popes and 24hour.com, so
Yeah.
it is
Oh.
very
actually,
official.
The Pope is infallible. That's a little bit of
Oh.
Catholic
But
doctrine.
like
so
the
interesting.
Pope, right?
The
Not
Pope.
like a
We-
Pope.
no,
Well,
we're
the
we're
Pope.
Pope.
You know.
The
Communal?
Pope.
Technically one.
We're a couple.
So
we're a
it's like
couple
a
of
Trinity
popes.
type thing going on?
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Okay.
We're like
Nice.
we're like
Francisco,
two-
Sam, and John. Yeah.
Down with the biblicalness of it all.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay.
All right, what's
Yeah.
your
Okay.
sin?
I don't know for sure, but I may have accidentally committed credit card fraud yesterday.
Ooh.
Wait, how? Why?
Okay. So I had this little.
He's like, nope, I'm
I have
good.
nothing to do with this. I'm a saint over here.
Okay. God, this is so embarrassing. So basically, I had to go to the wax salon or whatever, right? So yesterday I went to get waxed, and there was a card on file, not my card, and I charged my $80 wax to that card.
Is it like a bikini wax with the salt? Or no, it's
With
the
the salt.
sugaring?
It wasn't sugar. It was just regular
Okay,
wax.
okay.
Hurts like a bitch though.
Yeah, I've heard.
Sorry. Oh.
It's okay.
My bad.
Hey, that's why we have the dollars.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Anyway, that's one of my sins.
Wait, so you just charged the $80? Just who
Yeah,
knows
because I
who?
was like, oh, it's like my card. Because I was like, oh, that has to be the only card on file. And she said the 4 numbers, but I kind of went autopilot, and I was like, yeah, but that wasn't the last 4 digits of my credit card.
Oh, you're a terrible person.
Thank you.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. I love how
I mean,
he's
that's
like,
why I'm
thank you.
here. That's why I'm here.
That's why I
This
came
is-
to
like-
confession
yeah, this is
today.
perfect.
Yeah,
Like-
I need that validation from you. 'Cause
Yeah.
Then it's gone.
So have you ever stolen anything else?
No, I haven't.
Never.
Really?
Never.
No.
Even
What about
a
like
bar
candy?
From,
No,
like a kid?
Never. As a kid, I never did that.
Really?
Uh-uh.
I do it
Really?
all the time.
No, really.
Oh, I still I'll go to Vaughn sometimes.
As the
and
Pope?
As the Pope.
Yeah. That's the
I mean,
only
who can
way
stop
to do
you
it,
then?
'cause
Ben
he's
and Jerry's
infallible.
is $7.
Okay, well,
How am I supposed to pay for that?
Okay,
no,
yeah.
that's totally fair. But
All I have is $7.
wow.
In high school,
Big
or no,
spender.
in middle school, I used to go to this little like shopping complex, and the frozen yogurt places.
Sure.
Oh yeah.
Bro, I went in there. I got every single free sample. Like I spent 15 minutes in there, just taking shots of free
That's
samples.
Okay,
That's
though.
smart.
and then I left.
You're using the system.
Didn't get
No,
anything.
that's
Yeah, yeah.
smart.
Yeah.
That's, I
That's
don't
It
know if
says
that's
free
stealing.
samples,
Free
bro.
No,
samples,
like
yeah.
that's like working with the system. That's how it was built.
So it's not
You
a
know what I
sin.
mean?
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude.
No,
You
you're,
gotta
like,
work with the
extra
system that you
following
have.
the law. Honestly,
They say
like-
free samples, so I'm taking as many free samples
Yeah,
as
like-
I can.
Exactly.
Exact-
It's like
Mon-
super legal.
Yeah.
Super unsin. I actually have an idea for you. So
Oh man.
you have this this is like your wax place,
Mhm.
right? So they have this name on your file. So I think you could just go in there and be like, hey, I want, wax or whatever. In addition, I would like this
pay for
brand
the
new
next
MacBook. Could you just order it on Amazon for me?
That's a
Wow.
great idea.
And
Really good
now
idea.
you can turn $1 into $1,000.
It's
That's
like the 7 loaves. Am I right?
you get it.
I don't even know if they know. Do you guys know what that
I don't
is?
know.
I have no
I have
idea.
no
I have
Okay,
no
it's a
idea
Bible
what that-
story.
7 loaves.
Like the 7 loaves and fish when Jesus like fed the whole fucking
loaves and
Oh, yeah.
fish. Yeah, he kept
Dude.
splitting it.
Bro,
and
he's
it was
just
like, oh my
pulling it
God,
out.
here's
Like,
all these
this
fish.
is nothing.
I'm
Yeah,
a little like
Jesus
disappointed,
Louises.
not gonna lie, with the lack of biblical
You
references
said
that you
7
understand.
loaves.
Yeah.
I thought you meant like I thought you were
I
just
know
like
it as the fish
mispronouncing
basket.
loves. Yeah.
Right?
Fish basket.
Wasn't
Yeah.
it a basket and he's like pulling
Yeah,
fish out
and
of
the
it?
Yeah.
bread, the loaves.
And the
I
bread.
know it as.
Yeah.
I didn't know Jesus was
what's
breaded
that place
like
that
that.
had
Oh,
unlimited
so bread.
breadsticks?
What?
Olive Garden?
I know it is the
Oh.
Olive Garden story.
mm.
Jesus created Olive Garden. You know that?
That's
That's
what I'm
true.
saying.
Yeah,
That's
that's
true.
the
No, for real.
only sanctified fast food chain. Is it a fast
What
food
about
chain?
Chick-fil-A? They're like homophobic, transphobic, and have like the Bible verses
Oh, like
and stuff.
they fucked
Same
that
with
one up.
In-N-Out.
We're
Here's
talking
the
to
thing.
Jesus
Yeah.
right
Oh,
Here's
now.
the thing. Here's the
Okay.
thing,
Yeah,
right?
lost in
Glad to hear it.
translation. You know.
They're
No, that's what I'm
homophobic,
saying.
transphobic, all that stuff, right?
Yeah.
No one but Satan could make a sauce that delicious.
Chick-fil-A is Satan.
They are working with the devil,
Confirmed. Confirmed.
which is why they're transphobic, homophobic, all these other things.
You know, that makes so much sense.
Are
You can't
we-
make sauce taste that good if you're not being a little saucy. You know.
Seriously, like it just
Yeah,
cannot
no, that's
happen.
what
It can't happen.
Yeah.
It can't happen at
Yeah.
all. I think actually I have some penance for you.
Some what?
Penance. Oh,
Okay.
you don't know what penance is.
Sorry, I'm just
Mr.
a
Bible,
I'm just a-
you're
I'm
okay.
just a-
So all right, penance. Penance is like you made your sin and now you have to go out into the world
and do
and
some- do
do
good.
some
Do
do
Yeah.
some good.
Yeah.
All right, next time you go to the sugaring or what
Wax.
waxing place, yeah. I think you should put your card on file and just be like, "Hey, I'm going to pay for the next 3 people." There we go.
That's like
and you should be one of
fucking
them.
Ew, no.
What do you mean?
What if he wants to get a bikini wax?
Yeah.
Why not? Why not?
I don't
Honestly, he
wanna
probably
pay for
needs
that
it more
shit.
than you.
That's true. That's true.
All right, you ready? Should we absolve her?
I think you've earned it. Let's do
All
it.
right. Jezebel.
Yeah.
In nomine Patri et Filii et Spiritus Sancti. Amen.
Thank you so much, Father.
Of course.
You are absolved. Daddy's
Enjoy
got
your
you.
sin-free life.
Today I effed up by getting the girl I consider a sister to me pregnant.
Oh no.
You know, typically people who you're like, hey, you're my sister. You don't try and get them pregnant.
You know, it depends what state you're in.
You say you're my sister. Are you trying to get them pregnant?
It depends on the state. Every
Depends
state
on the
has
state.
different laws and rules and regulation.
You know, sometimes some might call it family love. Okay.
Is there like an Alabama equivalent in like Europe?
Yeah, I was trying to think of other. You know, honestly, I'm sure
I'm sure there's
it's like
some.
the boonies of every.
Yeah.
Country.
I wonder what the Alabama of Europe is. Hey, all of our Europe people, let us know what the Alabama of Europe is.
Please, or wherever you're from. If you're from a country that's not the U.S., let us know what the Alabama of your country is. We want to know.
And we're defining Alabama as as a population that on average sleeps with their sister.
That's the bar, ladies and gentlemen. Let us know.
I'm Sam.
I'm John. Let's get into the story.
Yeep.
So this is probably my biggest F up ever, which will haunt me for the next 18 years.
Ever? Well, I guess like if it's the ramifications are 18 years, then it's probably pretty bad.
Probably. Getting the person you consider a sister pregnant, probably a pretty big mistake.
Yeah, I know. I feel like on the list of no-nos.
What's
That's
worse?
a big no-no. The thing is, like,
What's
they don't teach you that in school.
Truly, they don't say, "Hey, all of the women in your life you consider a sister, don't get them pregnant."
Yeah,
Let the people. Let's put this in the curriculum.
yeah, and like also, what does consider a sister mean?
Like you are.
It's like Opie, like, well, she's actually my sister, which is why I
This is
consider her
why, yeah,
my
like,
sister.
It only makes sense.
You don't have to go through too many hoops.
Oh my gosh. I want to know what the F up bigger than that is. I mean,
And
maybe killing the president. Like, if you kill the president, like,
you know,
you're-
some countries are rewarded for killing presidents. You know, have you ever heard of like a successful coup?
I mean, I know, I'm sure they've happened.
Yeah, successful coups. They're like, oh, we killed the president. Now we're in power. This is
lit.
TikTok. This is not saying I'm going TikTok podcast.
Samuel
I'm
Donner.
not going to kill the president. Old man time is probably going to do that before I
That's
ever
right,
had a
exactly.
chance.
Mother Nature's gonna do her dirty business.
Oh, Joe Biden falling off his bicycle again.
This is the last ride ever, buddy.
You know, back in my day, bicycles used to have one big tire and one small tire. That's why I'm not used to these newfangled double-tired things.
I'll show you what riding off into the sunset really means.
Oh yeah, let me give you a little kiss on the lips now.
Kiss of death.
Handsy Joe Biden coming at you.
You gotta love it.
Yeah. What, Handsy Joe Biden? Dude, he gives the best massages in the White House.
Oh, dude, I heard those shoulders are relaxed,
Relax.
dude. Just
Dude, you know why Obama was such a great president? Joe Biden's massages. Giving him a little kiss on the cheek.
you know, there's been a lot of talk about Joe Biden massages, and I'm here to say that he gives the best massages in the world.
That was Obama? Is that you? That was great. That was a great impression.
You know, we're out here.
He is out here.
Maybe
Obama
one day
is out here.
we'll read a story as Obama.
Wow. I'm always impressed whenever John pulls out a new impression. I'm just like, where did that come from?
Today, I effed up by getting the woman I consider my sister pregnant.
That was good. Very patriotic. Very
I'm not
presidential.
Obama. Please don't deep fake me, guys. This just feels so surreal, and I'm not necessarily panicking though.
Not panicking. You should be, bro.
Maybe you should be,
Maybe
buddy.
you should be. This is.
Maybe you should be.
I feel like the fact that you aren't panicking is what's worrisome.
Yeah. I'm 23 male, and my female friend, who I've known for the most part of my life, is currently 22.
The most part of my life?
You know, I guess
Not most of my life. The most part
the
of
most
my
part
life.
of my life. And I still remember us playing every single day as little kids and hanging out almost every day as teenagers. We often went on vacations together with either my or her parents.
Huh.
But
I don't know. It's just like I'm not weirded out yet.
first I get the girl I consider a sister pregnant, then I got her mom pregnant.
That would be a story. But like isn't this like the classic like girl next door kind of thing? Like
Oh, yeah,
family
for sure.
friends. Have you ever had a crush on a family friend?
He was a boy.
She was
a girl. It couldn't be any more obvious.
It couldn't.
And it actually, you know, this story might be the story of that song because
I think it is the song of the summer.
it's fitting pretty well. She was sort of like the sister I never had. Sort of.
I want it to come out that they're related. You know, I'm done with this sort of bullshit.
Let's stop playing the games here.
Let's stop playing games.
Let's stop tiptoeing around the
Yeah.
issue,
Do
okay?
Ancestry.com, find your 23andMe, and actually give us the deets, the results, the tea. None of this fake tea, none of this stevia.
No. And people are now hearing that I got her pregnant. It feels like it's almost illegal.
There's a lot of almost.
We'll see. A few months ago, I was at her apartment, both of us super wasted. And yeah, it somehow just happened, if you catch my drift. Now, how the heck did she get pregnant? I know there are a few of you who even get pregnant on birth control, but never thought it would happen to us. Who'd have thunk it?
And you never think it happens to you, and then it happens.
You know, you always think it's gonna just be some random person on a Reddit story, but
Yeah,
never
sometimes
know.
that random person is you.
she took 5 pregnancy tests and 1 week later went to the gynecologist who confirmed she is pregnant.
Oh God. I wonder why they didn't hook up earlier. Like if they're both like into each other and they've known each other for so long.
I think we'll get a little more insight into that near the end of the story. We both couldn't bring ourselves to terminate the baby, so we're keeping it.
Wow.
We're financially stable, so I don't think it will be a problem. Whew.
There we go.
Salute, my guy.
Becoming parents.
Here we go. Life's next great adventure after accidentally getting the girl I considered a sister to be pregnant. We're planning on telling our parents this evening. Now, this is so awkward since they've seen me grow up with her. The only one who's been shipping us since day one was her grandma. Lol.
Dude, Mimas know, bro.
Frickin' Mimas know, man. They know what's good.
Yo, have your granny call me up.
Now, I still can't believe I'll have to spend 18 years of my life. Well, not even 18 years if it's a life commitment. LOL.
I mean, more. It's like your kid's always your kid,
It's
bro.
the rest of your life.
Yeah, bro.
For those of you suggesting to me to get a paternity test, yes, she even told me that she doesn't mind if I'm doubting that the child is mine, since the scenario is somehow unlikely. She told me that she didn't sleep with another guy for the last 2 months. I'll be taking a paternity test, but I'm already 99% sure the child is mine. And there's an update.
Ooh.
Okay, guys, I just went to her parents' house. We actually wanted to go in the evening, as I said, but the sooner the better, I guess. I was really nervous. Her dad was working in the garden and her mom was cleaning around the house.
Oh, wait. There's an update. Shit. Okay, I just realized that oh my God, we're telling the parents. This is crazy.
Diving in.
Oh my God.
After 30 minutes, everyone was gathered in the kitchen. So we thought a better opportunity wouldn't come. Not like the opportunity that already came, my friend. Hey, yo. All right.
Oh my God.
We told them, and I could see the horror in their eyes.
Oh God.
I don't know, but they seemed kind of happy, but also shocked.
They're like, we wanted this to happen the whole time.
Yeah, but not yet, probably. Her
How
mom's
old are they?
22 and 23.
Oh, that's pretty young.
Yeah.
Pretty young, yeah.
Her mom started tearing up, so I guess she's either happy or disappointed. Her dad asked why we didn't tell them that we were dating, and my God, was that such an awkward moment when both of us didn't reply and gave him the old awkward silence.
Oh.
You know when you slip on a banana peel and you ding dong just
Slides right
whoopsie
in.
through the pants and everything. They were asking us a bunch of questions, and we even called her grandma, telling her that her prediction was right. That's amazing.
Grandma's no.
Grandma's no. We made up an excuse and left. Later on in the car, she gave me a kiss and told me that she was proud of me. The whole drive, her hand was resting on my thigh. Like, does this mean she likes me?
Did OP really say that?
Yes.
Oh my God.
Gee.
Yeah, she likes you.
I wonder. I don't want to misinterpret anything to make things get worse.
Bro, you have a kid. You don't need to be coy anymore. Just like be upfront. It's not a first date. Well, I guess it kind of is low key though.
Yeah, it is in a way.
Kind of.
She's a very, very kind person in general. So a bunch of guys always thought she liked them. Meanwhile, she was only being nice. And there's one final update.
Okay, let's hear it.
Okay, guys, here it is. I discussed everything with her that needed to be discussed. We're planning on moving in together when she's 6 to 7 months pregnant, and we'll see how it works.
Wow. Roller coaster, dude.
Yeah.
Exciting. You're going to be a dad, OP.
We both admitting to having feelings for each other, so we'll see where it goes and leave our relationship how it is. Best friends who live together and hook up, I guess. OP.
How I Met Your Mother.
Seriously.
Season 40.
Thanks for all the encouragement. And I lied because there's one final update. I find it sort of funny how people are actually believing that I was oblivious to her liking me, which I actually wasn't. Haha. Sounds like it was.
Sounds like it was. Sounds like you're going to cover your tracks, boyo, for being a nerd.
Well, maybe a bit. Realizing that she's been dropping hints since we were 16.
Since you were 16? It's a lot of hints, dude. It's a lot of mishints.
The final sentence is sweet. The best feeling is to find a best friend and a lover, and I couldn't imagine loving anyone as much as I love her.
Damn. That's cute.
That's adorable.
Get that shit away from me, though.
Congrats on getting your sister
Get it
pregnant.
away from me. Don't make me sad. Don't make me sad.
Today I effed up by calling a nice guy a pervert.
But if he's a nice guy, how can he be a pervert? Or is he one of those like, I'm a nice guy. Nice guy.
Yeah, I'm so nice that I'll terrorize you.
I'm so nice that I'm an incel.
That's right. Yeah. Only the nicest of men become
Incels, yes.
You know what I mean? Everyone else is voluntarily celibate. So me, I am involuntary
celibate.
This happened yesterday. I, 31 female, was in a grocery store parking lot after doing some shopping, and I was starting to put away my bags away in my car, as one does.
As one does. That sounds like a regularly scheduled grocery shopping.
And nothing's going to go wrong.
Nothing ever
it's
goes wrong.
all going to work perfectly.
This is fine.
Yes. I had one earphone in and was really focused on the conversation happening on one of my favorite podcasts.
Is it OKOP? Is it the OKOP show?
You know, there is actually no other podcast. This is the
They
first and
all
only podcast
suck, except ours.
ever created. As I was finishing up, I noticed some guy on a bicycle heading in my direction. He looked up at me and said, "Nice breasts."
Damn.
Well, why don't you tell me what you really think, buddy?
Wait, is this OP a man or OP is a woman?
OP is a woman, 31
Okay.
female.
31 female.
Yes, yeah. Now, another plot twist. What breasts do you speak of? He yelled this as he rode past me, smiling like a freaking animal.
Oh my God. Heard a cat call him, but this is just like, it's just like so straight to the point, you know?
It's just like,
It's not like, ooh, mommy, those titties look as fine as a melon on a Sunday afternoon. It's like, nice breasts.
let me enter your vagina.
Yeah.
Let me
come
do
on.
it.
At least, like, if you're going to be terrible and catcall someone, at least make it like poetry, you know?
I actually had a friend who used to do, I can't remember what the exact style of poem is called, but like the first letter spells out like a message. So he would like do this whole like Shakespearean sonnet. Like he's like all into like poetry and sonnets and shit, but it would spell out like let's make out or something like that.
And he gave it to you?
And he would send it.
And he gave it to you, and then John and him made out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I was caught really off guard by this. So I yelled back, "You're disgusting, perv."
Got him.
He glanced back at me with a really confused look and mumbled something like, "What the hell?" I realized about 3 seconds later, what he actually said was a nice dress.
Still kind of weird.
I was wearing a long, colorful maxi dress that really stood out. I immediately felt like an idiot, and I still cringe just thinking about it. Oops. Sorry, bike guy.
Bike guy was just trying to comment on your fashion.
You know, it's looking good. Look at you. She was listening to OKOP. She was so enthralled
That she couldn't afford to have her attention
She
wander.
couldn't pull away. She couldn't pull away.
We're enthralling.
And there's a final edit. Wow, so many people missing the point here. I don't think he was a creep for giving me a compliment. I misheard what he said. That was the whole point of the post. Laugh my big fat ass off.
Bam.
Your sins.
We'll give you $1
if you confess your sins.
Greatest deal on heaven and earth.
We'll figure out your sins on the chair.
Or you know what? You could actually third hand absolve someone of their sin.
Yeah.
Anyone in your life who maybe a sin against you, perhaps.
Yeah. Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah, but I don't associate with like fucked up people like that. There's always a choice to be made in
Right.
any situation, and I'm just like not a dumb.
Right. How do you avoid sin?
Yeah.
Like, what's the playbook?
What's
for-
the last sin you avoided?
Look, we all have like a yin and a yang to us. You know
Right.
what I mean? I grew up in the graffiti world, so I did a lot of stupid ass shit.
Shit. What shit?
Out bombing and having fun,
Yeah.
playing cat and mouse.
What's
It's
cat and
fun.
mouse?
It's fun.
Like with the police?
Yeah, it's just like a renegade art. It's
Right.
whatever. It's just fun. So I don't
Yeah.
really consider that anything.
What's your favorite piece that you've made?
I would say just art in general.
Or
I'm
art
like
in
an art nut in general. And I love graffiti, so I don't really consider it's hard because I don't consider it a sin. So in my eyes, look, I keep a spirit, like my angel, my devil. My little devil's like my spirit on my shoulder. And my angel, I guess, would be my soul, keeps me in check.
Okay.
Like my spirit likes to play, and she's a wild child and always will be, and I love that. But my soul doesn't ever allow me to like cross over a line and do stupid, morally stupid shit.
What does the devil on your shoulder say and the angel say?
Yeah.
Like, how does the conversation go?
It's like, Look at this abandoned building. Should we go in? It says do not enter. Is that a dare or double dare?
Well, it's a double. It's maybe even triple dare.
Exactly. So that's when your spirit takes over. It's like, yo, go ahead.
Have you
go
ever
sign your
got
name.
caught?
No.
Really? You're that good?
No, but I just haven't done it in a while. Like this
Okay.
is, I was saying this is early on. I just moved out here and it's everywhere, so it looks like a free
There
playground.
we go. I mean, you know.
Look, you got this.
A whole
all right
open
here.
canvas.
Graffiti
Oh, yeah.
Park, baby.
That's legal. It's like
Yeah.
different.
I've actually done some graffiti over there.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's
yeah?
fun. And also in Australia, in Melbourne, they have Hosier
did-
Lane, which
Nice.
is really a solid graffiti spot.
I was really shocked seeing like overseas when I went to Amsterdam and just seeing the amount of graffiti in other languages and so
It's
awesome.
crazy
Hell
how
yeah.
the culture is literally all over the world.
All over
Yeah.
the world,
Yeah.
dude.
Have you done graffiti a bunch of countries?
No, I would not say out bombing in other countries.
Like
No, I
Singapore?
went and had a great time over there.
Also, are you saying bombing?
Yeah.
Like,
It's a graffiti term. I'm sorry.
I see. Oh, yeah, I was like, bombing other countries. That's
Sorry.
You're
Oh,
bombing
yeah.
other
Let me.
countries.
No, sorry. No, it's when you're going quick and you're just
Yeah.
doing throwies or
Do you
like,
bubble,
yeah.
bubble like that.
Yeah.
Like, would that be considered like July? That would be like kind of like a bomb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like a underground game graffiti heads play. You know, it's like you get points for most creative hard spots, you
Yeah.
know?
Okay.
And how much time or what you put up in when you got to that heart. If you make it up to an incredible spot and just do a tag, it's just like, we'll give you a star.
Yeah.
Hell
But
yeah.
if you can get away with and have time to do, you know, like a throwy, let alone a piece, if you can rock a piece in a hard spot, like kudos to
That's
you,
crazy.
you know?
Yeah.
That's like, good job.
Have any of your friends ever gotten caught?
Of course. Of course.
When you were with them, like were you just like faster? Or
No.
It was always
No.
them alone.
Yeah, I was lucky and that's all I can say. Other people you get run up, but rule number one, fucking run.
Ooh, I like
You
that.
want
rule.
to stay, you get busted, that is on you.
Do you have any tips for like
Yeah, good-
how to run away, like Heelys
Yeah.
or?
Most will actually canvas like your area. Especially if you're doing a hard spot, you want to look around for a getaway spot if you do
Right.
get pinched, you know? And sometimes you got friends who are drivers who are like waiting for you, you know?
I like
Probably
it.
need a couple different spots. You
Yeah,
know? Like,
yeah.
gotta plan A,
Gotta
B, and
stake it
C.
out.
Yeah.
So literally, you can like be on little walkie-talkies, just like making sure it's good, or you know.
Are you still doing art in LA?
Not out here. I just moved out here. I will always collect though. I'm a crazy collector, but I have a lot of weird shit.
Yeah. What's your
Real-
favorite
Yeah.
piece you have right now?
This is bone. This is horn. This is cobra.
Cobra.
Scorpions.
Are those real scorpions?
That's python. That's cobra, and these are like more bugs. It's teeth.
Wow.
Wait.
You're
That's
wearing the whole
fun.
jungle.
Whose teeth are those?
They're not mine.
Oh my goodness, those are teeth.
That's a sin right
Wow.
there. Whose teeth did you steal?
Hey, trophies, dude. Trophies.
Trophies from like punching people?
It's like a
Nah.
Fight Club type. You know, if you knock their teeth out, you get to keep
You
them.
get to wear them.
Yeah.
There's a rat skull. There's a meteorite.
Bro, where?
Oh, that's cool.
Extraterrestrial.
You do have
hoax.
quite a collection.
Hey,
That's just what you
on-
have right here.
Yeah, I had skull collections, specimen collections, taxidermy collections, antique medical collections, crazy
Wow.
art collections.
Antique medical
Yeah, like
collections.
what-
What's
what?
Yeah.
Like bone saws and different
Bone
like old
saws.
school needles and just cool
Does
weird
your,
shit.
I think your place looks like a serial killer's place.
No, I had a
imagining
problem-
Bone saws,
Yeah.
and skulls,
No.
and,
Old
like,
needles.
jars of
No,
like
no,
horse
yes.
fetuses.
But it was all very well displayed. I'm an
Right,
artist
right. Yeah,
always.
that's the distinction.
so
It's
everything
like
had
Jeffrey Dahmer, but with good style.
everything had its own case, display case. I will always be about the aesthetics.
Yeah.
Yes.
I worked at a gallery. I'm all about the art.
Oh,
First
trust
and
me.
foremost. There we go.
Well, I think we can absolve you of at least killing all these animals.
Yep.
I
and
don't
your
kill. I
graffiti
just
days.
collect.
Okay.
I collect and
The
preserve.
dead
The
bodies,
already dead.
The
Beauty.
already
You know what I
dead.
mean?
Yeah, see, that's
The
a conscious
graveyard of
choice.
There
I'm
we
not
go.
gonna kill it. I may house it till it dies.
That could be a good story for the art, though.
I did a scorpion. I found a scorpion. I thought it could use a good home till
You know?
till it
Oh,
died.
God.
I mean,
I
they
was
gotta
gonna-
go. They gotta go
They
eventually,
gotta go
right? I mean,
somehow.
I gave it a great like home.
You did.
To live
That's
till
right.
it passed away.
What do scorpions even eat?
I gave it other bugs.
I can see that.
Thunderdome with the scorpion and all these other bugs that you're collecting. I'm just
Dude.
imagining them fighting each
It's
other.
evil.
But I'm a no-kill artist, man. So that's
There
a
we go.
conscious
Yeah.
choice.
keep it-
You're
Over
getting
here.
absolved right
Okay.
now.
I'm a good little
In nomine
devil.
Patri et
Thank
Filii et
you.
Spiritus Sancti, amen. You are absolved.
Woo! Give me that dollar.
That's
Yeah,
right. You earned it.
that
That's
shit.
right.
Yes.
Have a good
Confess
one.
my sins, of which I
Mhm.
have none.
That's right.
Now you don't.
Thank you, y'all.
Thank
course.
you.
Appreciate it.
Have a good
Have a
rest of
great
your
rest of
day.
your
I
day.
shall.
That's right.
Bye.
Bye.